Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Have you ever been hurt by someone? Maybe a friend said something unkind or a family member broke a promise. It's tough, right? That feeling of hurt can stick with us, making us feel heavy and sad. We often think that holding on to that anger protects us. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way that brings freedom and peace. Today, we're going to explore one of the most powerful and life-changing teachings of Jesus, the incredible gift of forgiveness. Jesus spoke about forgiveness a lot, and one of the most memorable moments is when Peter, one of his closest disciples, asked him a question. He said, "Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times?" Now, Peter probably thought he was being generous. 7 times is a lot. But Jesus' answer was truly radical. He replied, "I tell you, not 7 times, but 77 times. Now, Jesus wasn't giving a literal number. He wasn't saying to keep a tally and stop at 490. He was using a powerful figure of speech to teach us something profound. Our forgiveness should be limitless. It shouldn't have an expiration date or a cap. Why? Because forgiveness isn't really about letting the other person off the hook. It's about freeing ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. Holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. It only harms us. To illustrate this, Jesus told a story about a king and a servant who owed him a massive, unpayable debt. The servant begged for mercy, and the king, moved with compassion, canceled the entire debt. But what did that servant do? He immediately went out and found a fellow servant who owed him a tiny amount of money. He grabbed him, choked him, and demanded to be paid back. When the man couldn't pay, he had him thrown in jail. When the king heard about this, he was furious. He called the servant back and said, "You wicked servant, I canceled all that debt of yours because you begged me to. Shouldn't you have had mercy on your fellow servant just as I had on you?" This story teaches us that we should forgive others because we ourselves have been forgiven so much. When we understand the immense grace we've received, it becomes easier to extend that same grace to others. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what happened or pretending it wasn't a big deal. It means choosing to let go of the right to get even. It's a choice to release the bitterness and trust that justice is in greater hands. It's a daily decision that brings healing to our own hearts. So, the next time you feel that sting of being wronged, remember Jesus' words. Choose freedom. Choose peace. Choose forgiveness. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. We'd love to have you as part of our community. God bless you, and we will see you in the next video.